Kasey Kahne is back, and so is Mike Masaro, so let's talk about it. Coming up next. What's going on, everybody? Hope you're doing good today. All right, it was announced that Kasey Kahne will be back in the Xfinity Series, driving for RCR at Rockingham. 18 NASCAR Cup Series wins and named one of the 75 greatest drivers of all time, but retired in 2018 due to some health concerns back when he was driving that 95 for Levine Family Racing. Was sent off with some really nice paint schemes, but since it looks like his health has recovered somewhat, so he will be racing at least this race for Richard Childress Racing. Not only that, but as mentioned in a previous episode, he's also going to run the full season of High Limit. So this is technically my second Kasey Kahne is back story of just the last few months. So really cool deal though, because I know he's got a ton of fans and a whole lot of fans support going all the way back to his days with Evernham, like if you want to be totally honest with it. And then he's always had the huge following from dirt. But he is familiar with this racetrack, and he does have a win there. He won in the Truck Series, driving the number 4 for Turner Motorsports in 2012 in the Good Sam 200, presented by Cheerwine. Also of note, he will be driving the number 33 for RCR, which isn't always their first go-to number when you think about their Xfinity Series program, which debuted in 1995 in Hickory Motor Speedway for the Sun Drop 400. Since then, in those 800 and some races, they have 97 wins and 5 championships. Those 5 championships coming in 2001, 2006, 08, 2013, and 2019. Previous drivers of the number 33 car for RCR, though, Kasey Kahne is joining a nice list here. This list, of course, includes Tony Stewart, who drove the Oreo Ritz car. I don't know if you guys remember that. Kevin Harvick has driven the 33 car before, and also Mad Max. Max Pappas has also driven the 33, so a nice list of drivers to be joining here. Also of note, Kyle Busch will also be driving the 33 this season at Charlotte. So the 33 sort of becoming that all-star Xfinity Series car for RCR, and I'm here for it. I'm glad to see it. Also, before we move on, Brendan Gaughan also drove that 33 car back in the day. Brendan Gaughan, I just liked him as a race car driver. He's a pretty fun guy, so I just wanted to give a shout out right there as well. And then, of course, the track itself is coming back as well. Rockingham, established in 1965. I think it opened in October, if I'm not mistaken, if I remember what I was reading correctly. So 1965 it opened, and I think they had their first Cup Series race in 1966. Checks notes, 1965, October 27th it opened. 1966 was the first NASCAR Cup Series race. And they ran there from 1966 until 2004 for the Cup Series, although it did have a brief comeback for the Xfinity Series and Trucks from 2012 to 2013, at least for the Truck Series. The Xfinity Series actually stopped running there in 2004. I remember that incorrectly. But like I said, aforementioned, 2012, Kasey Kahne was the Truck Series winner there. So now racing in the Xfinity Series, he's trying to get an Xfinity Series win added to his list of Rockingham achievements. So if you're a Kasey Kahne fan, or if you're a Richard Childress Racing fan, or maybe you're just a fan of Rockingham itself, that race will happen during the Easter weekend, so go ahead and mark it on your schedule if you want to see Kasey Kahne race. Another guy making a comeback is going to be Mike Masaro, at least coming back to the NASCAR scene. Mike Masaro is partnered with RFK Racing. This from J-Ski. Masaro brings a wealth of experience to RFK Racing, having worked with major networks including ESPN, ABC Sports, and NBC Sports, where he was recognized for his excellence in journalism with multiple Emmy nominations and industry awards at ESPN. He was a pivotal part of NASCAR Now Team, which earned a 2012, wow. NASCAR Now Team, which earned a 2012 Sports Emmy nomination, and he was regularly featured on ESPN's flagship programs such as SportsCenter and Outside the Lines. So yeah, he was a huge part of ESPN's coverage back in the day when ESPN had NASCAR, when they covered motorsports at a high level. Now they still cover motorsports via F1, a lot of people are going to say, but that's actually just Sky Sports, and they're just showing it on ESPN, and then they have usually Michelle Briscoe reading something after the race has happened or something like that. But yeah, they used to really be into motorsports, and he was a huge part of that. I put him up there with Jerry Punch and others over there during that time period. They really did a great job covering the sport back then, so glad to see him having a role. And here's what he had to say about it from that same J-Ski article. I am honored to join RFK Racing and look forward to contributing to the team's success both on and off the track, said Mike Masaro. The opportunity to align my passion for motorsports with professional expertise in communications is truly exciting. As part of RFK team, I hope to bring innovative strategies to enhance fan engagement with our team and partners and continue to amplify our media presence. So there you have it. I don't know exactly what they're cooking up over there, but if he's part of it, I expect it to be really good, and I can't wait to see maybe him fronting a program. Maybe they do a podcast or something like that over at RFK. They do so good on social media. It wouldn't surprise me if they did some type of show or something like that and have him host it. So looking forward to what they come up with over there. All right, a few odds and ends here. Garage 66 has a sponsor for its Cookout Clash car driven by Garrett Smithley, and it's going to be theveteransranch.org. Saya or Saia, I don't know. Anyway, good looking car. They're going to be a sponsor on the side of the number 54 for Ty Gibbs, and like I just said a minute ago, really good looking car. I always like white and red cars, so good looking car. Excited to see them on there. Maybe one day I'll learn how to pronounce the name. Saw that on Twitter from Adam Stern. And I did also see where Rudabush is also going to be back with the number 34 with Todd Gilliland, back with Front Row Motorsports. So you will see that beautiful car last year. The blue, the light blue, the white, and the red number. That was a really good looking car, so they will be back again on the side of that one. Another cool sponsorship is going to be Ware Racing with the American Red Cross, and they're going to be raising efforts for the California wildfires. This via Ware Racing. With devastating wildfires impacting thousands of Southern California residents and the urgent need for assistance growing by the day, NASCAR Cup Series team owner and Los Angeles native Ware is helping raise awareness to aid the American Red Cross and its ongoing response. Along with Ware Racing team partner Mighty Firebreaker, a leading provider of environmentally safe and sustainable solutions for proactive wildfire defense. Ware Racing will feature the Red Cross on its number 51 Ford Mustang Dark Horse, driven by Cody Ware, in February 2nd's Cookout Clash at Bowman Gray Stadium in Winston-Salem, North Carolina. The car will amplify the fundraising efforts of broadcasting partner Fox with go.fox/Red Cross emblazoned on the roof. Visitors to the Fox website can donate to the Red Cross to help people affected by the 2025 California wildfires. So there you have it. Really, really good looking car. Really, really great cause. And just once again, the NASCAR community stepping up. You saw with the devastation that happened in the North Carolina mountains, you saw a ton of NASCAR drivers, a ton of NASCAR teams step in and do what they could to help. And now the same thing with the California wildfires. NASCAR teams are stepping up and trying to get some help going on out there as well. So really cool story. Glad I could feature that one on here today. All right, that's all I got for you on this one. If you made it this far, I would love to have your subscription. If not, I'll just keep making these things, and happy Friday. Peace.